Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the bathroom. I'm just jumping right in because I have to get ready. I have to do my hair and I've been letting it air dry and it's getting to the point where I'm like, ooh, I need to do this immediately or else it's gonna look really crazy. But I just have to tell you, in case you weren't aware, I have had like a strong love-hate, double-hate relationship with the Dyson Airwrap since the dawn of time. I officially have the new one that you don't have to interchange, the one that clicks, and I'm just like so thrilled about it. I filmed a video for the Revolve YouTube channel doing the Airwrap. Oh my God, no, you guys, the way it works with Revolve is they send you a brief and they're like, this is the video that we want this month. And I'm like, cool, great. They sent an Airwrap routine and I laughed out loud. I was like, surely any other person or any other brief you could give me because of my conundrum with this thing, okay? And I was like, I have to figure this out. I have to figure it out. I have to find a way to make the Airwrap work for me. I have to find my routine because gotta do it for the people, you know? Lo and behold, I did indeed have a eureka beautiful moment with the Airwrap, so I just had to tell you, had to tell the vlog. It's nothing crazy, but basically it just never worked for me. Like okay, Victoria, for example, I watch her do her Airwrap routine all day long and I'm like, why does it looks so good? Why can't I do this? Why is this so hard? And I've realized that what I hated about my personal Airwrap routine is that I was always facing the wand up and facing the hair away from me, okay? And then I would pin it and then it would stay really kind of curly Sue for a little bit and then just end up having like this big bubble of volume on my head, which I realized I don't like. When it comes to my blows, what I think my beautiful stylist at Hair by Armane does so amazingly, and like what she did for my wedding hair, is it's that really kind of voluminous, straight, sleek blowout. It's not a big, bouncy, curly blowout. I think that doesn't look good on me. I'm looking for the straight and sleek. And so the difference that I made in the Airwrap is that I'm now pointing all of the hair down. I'm pointing it down and I'm not setting it in pins. And that has been game changing for me. This has just made me love the Airwrap. Does it still take me 5,000 years to do? Yes, and it still is a full arm workout to do it, but we've reached a happy place with it and I had to let you know. I had to give you guys the update. So I'm gonna do it right now and show you the vibe, okay? Okay, so pointing it down, beautiful. You guys get the picture, right? I'm literally pointing it down. I'm gonna do this same thing on my entire head and that's it. See how it's all pointing down, bottom done. Now we do the same on the top. Do you see what I mean? Do you see the difference? Do you see the vibe? It's just like, my mom called it the 70s blow and I was like, totally, just curled in. It kind of drives me a little bit crazy because it gets into my mouth more, but I just had to show you that this is so much more the look that I was wanting to achieve in my blowout life. I don't know why this piece is curling outwards. You are pointed down. Point down. Anyway, you guys get it. I just had to give you the update because I have just been the most slanderous when it comes to the Airwrap, and I just discovered this little way. I know it's nothing crazy. It's not like it's never been done before, but this is very different from how I've been doing the Airwrap. So, I was just pouring this on and then I realized I didn't tell you guys. You probably won't be able to see that there, but earlier this last week, I cut the living out of my face from shaving my face. And I shave my face all the time. I've been shaving my face for years in the exact same way. And it was so funny because Dan, you know, when you like, you don't necessarily always watch your partner doing certain daily mundane things. And he was just like watching me shave my face the other day. And he's like, do you not like slice the crap out of your face? And he was like looking for lines because I go pretty aggressive with it for sure. Or just like quickly. I do it pretty quickly. So then the next time I went to shave my face, I was thinking about what he said. And it's funny because, you know, when you're like focusing on something, it's kind of just more likely to happen. Like I never really think about the possibility of cutting my face because I just do it so often. It's so part of my routine. And then I was thinking about what he said and lo and behold, just went poof, blood was gushing out of my cheek. I just sliced my cheek open with the razor and it was so crazy. And I have to say, it's only been like 5 days and it has healed so well. I'm like, do I have magical healing properties. Is this something? Because that is almost gone. You can barely tell. There were 3 jagged lines. It literally looked like Meryl attacked me with her claw. Like it was such an intense scratch. It was so crazy. So that was wild. And just, you know, be warned if you are someone who also shaves your face, like yeah, go slowly. And you know, the new cartridges, they can be sharp. So be warned. Little update on the pale makeup train. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, but as soon as the weather gets warm and then my very, very pale legs need to be exposed in like shorts or skirts or something, like it's just, that's rough. You know, it's good now where I'm still wearing pants. I'm not minding it, but I'm certainly being a little bit more playful with it as far as like my dressing and whatnot. And then I feel like I've really nailed down this routine. Like I'm really getting into it. I have the few favorites. I wanted to say that I've been using the Victoria Beckham Travertine as a little bronzer. I don't know, it was so funny. Someone commented being like, okay, so yeah, like you're doing your pale makeup. Can you not still just use bronzer for a little warmth? And I was like, you're right. So I'd gone through all my bronzers and contours and like creamy things. And this was the best one out of the bunch. This was the best kind of shade match. Even some of the other ones that I've used were just still like very warm. Like this has a little bit of warmth. Like you can see it as I'm blending it out on my face, but it kind of looks more like a natural sun-kissed vibe. Whereas some of the other colors that I've had just looks like I drew an orange line on my face. So this has been kind of the best out of the bunch, and you guys offered some really fabulous recommendations for other options. I'm gonna hold off for now because I feel like I've been buying I've been buying so much. Sephora sale starts tomorrow, and you know when you just like wake up and you've suddenly used up all of your things? Like I literally got in the shower this morning and I was like, oh, I've suddenly used up everything. Like I'm out of my conditioner, I'm out of my Joico Bond Repair. We used up our body wash. We used up our Necessaire conditioner. It's just like literally everything was empty, and I'm like, well, great timing, I guess, if the Sephora sale is here. But oh my god, the list just keeps growing. I've also been using the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer. This is in the shade Y1. I'm still undecided how I feel about it, to be honest, because I was using a few different bases. Like I've been using the Dior foundation stick kind of all week long, but then I just feel like with the back-to-back travel, with my whole like coughing and cold episode, my skin's just been so dry where I'm like, okay, I just need some more moisture, whereas the Dior foundation stick is a little bit more on the dry side. So I feel like my skin needs to get back to its like chill state before I can give you like any final thoughts and reviews. But this concealer, I've been loving the color. It's a little bit lighter, like even next to the Tower 28 BW, like you can see how much lighter and how much more kind of even like more pinky neutral it is versus the BW, which is just like straight olive, straight green. And because of that, I just find it to be a little bit more brightening on the face without being like chalky white. So it's been a nice little combo. Now for highlight, I've also been loving the Chanel Balm Essential. This is the Sculpting 01, just the lightest highlight shade. And I got asked what the difference was between this and the Victoria Beckham one. And I kind of just wanted to show you how much lighter the Chanel one is. Very similar formula, like totally just that wet highlight. But the Chanel one's almost a little bit more white, whereas the Victoria Beckham is a little bit warmer. So will you even be able to see that there? Like it's hardly detectable. You can't really see any difference in the camera, but the Chanel one is just a little bit whiter. The Victoria Beckham one is a little bit warmer. So again, I had this in my collection, so I was like, oh, let me just see how this looks. And it again, it's just kind of that brightening effect. Like it's just a little bit brighter than Victoria Beckham, but it's still so wet and dewy and juicy and beautiful. Very similar feeling, very similar formula, very wet, which is nice. That's the makeup done. This has been the everyday look that has been ruling the roost in this pale world. And speaking of the pale world, I have to talk about the elefante in the room, which is this shirt, which is new, and I'm very excited about it. And also very excited to say that this next portion of the video is very kindly sponsored by Boden. And I also think it's so funny because in one of my last vlogs, Kathy Hansen 5885 literally said that I need to check out Boden for pastel pieces. And I was like, well, just you wait. Lo and behold, I did indeed find some beautiful pieces for Boden. So I'm really excited that they reach out, that I newly discovered them, that you guys are also clearly a fan. And I think we found a few really beautiful pieces for spring. And I'm actually already wearing 2 of the pieces. So this is a saffron crochet knit top. It is cotton and linen blend. The colors are gorgeous. The crochet knit detail along the collar and the trim here, Oh, it is just exquisite. And then these jeans are the high-rise wide leg jeans, and they actually have a little bit of stretch to them, which is really nice. So whenever I find something that has a little bit of stretch, I'm always so happy because it's so much more comfortable just for everyday wear, especially because I work from home. And this little combo is so cute. This is another sweater that I thought was a perfect pick going into spring and summer because it's a cotton knit sweater. The colors are so fun. It's just a rainbow explosion of all the bright spring colors. Having a little bit more fun and getting some more splashes of color as well. It's so cute, so comfortable. It feels playful, yet it's a very chic shape. The next piece is this puff sleeve Oxford shirt. And this is the piece that I'm actually the most excited about. And I love a button-up shirt. It's pre-rolled. It's pre-rolled. You know, I don't have to be fussing with rolling up my shirt sleeves all the time and just constantly fiddling with it. It literally sits perfectly on the arm just below the elbow, and it just kind of gives that like elevated little Renaissance flair. I don't know, I feel like a fabulous little chic royal gal in this. Such a perfect staple that you can just layer up and wear with anything. The cotton is so soft, it's so beautiful, and it's thick enough that it's not completely see-through. And I kind of wanted to try something a little bit fun with it. I was very inspired by how they had these styled on the Bowden website, and I picked up this little silk scarf. Look at the colors. And I wanted to try tying the scarf like all the chic gals on the website. Almost wearing it in place of a necklace. Just like that. Oh, I think it's so chic. I'm obsessed with it. It's something that I never do. This is such an easy way to accessorize and add some color to the outfit without like changing the basics up too much. I think it's so fun. And I also thought this would pair really well with their gorgeous skirt offerings. And I got this beautiful chocolate brown linen skirt. The quality is insane. And you guys know how much I love a maxi skirt. Oh yeah. Naturally, I have to pair this with my snake boots. When is the last time that you saw a glorious linen skirt with pockets? The fit is exquisite, if I do say so myself. And I also love that it's like actually a maxi skirt. It actually goes down to the floor. So those are my new and spring pieces from Bowden. I'm gonna link all the pieces that I mentioned in the description box down below. And you have to let me know what you think about this styling because I've been seeing it all over my Pinterest, all over my Instagram, and I'm just thrilled. And I feel like these colors are like perfect. Oh, long live the chocolate brown. And I'm so excited that spring is finally here. The sun is out and the spring styling commences. No. No. Good morning, Meryl. Good morning. On the road again. Just can't wait to get on the road again. He's unfazed. So we're making our way downtown. Sorry, that's 2 in a row. But anyway, yeah, we're headed downtown today because we're actually gonna go for a little sunshine frolic. We're shooting some things. It's the first day of the Sephora sale. We have some things to pick up. We have some people to see. It's just, you know, stacked itinerary for our fun little day downtown. I've just been on my lappy flap and trying to get some work done on the drive. I'm playing major passenger princess, but you know when you're on your computer and after a while, I'm like, I'm gonna puke. I feel sick. I literally, I'm gonna just hurl up all that gorgeous avocado toast we just ate. Shout out to my people who suffer from car sickness. I see you. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're about to see me change like 3 more times in this vlog, and if anyone walked by very closely right now, here is, the full moon is out, okay? But we're attempting to shoot a reel, and we struggle with this so much because there's so many creators out there who are shameless, and it makes for beautiful content, right? Like, they don't care who is watching. They're just frolicking free as a bird in the earth. I'm very shy in public. Like, I do my best work when I'm alone in my room at home, and when we're trying to shoot a nice video or a reel or even vlog out in public, and if it's like of disturbance to others or if others are in the shot, I just like, we're actually 2 of the like more shy people on the planet. It's very ironic that this is what we do for a living, but just know it's a little struggle bus. We just parked at Ellipsis. Wait, am I even showing you that? can you even see? Oh yeah, there it is. Ellipsis. It looks like a giant spaceship. This is the Waterfall building. It's one of the like more famous apartment buildings in Vancouver. And then I don't even know what this space used to be. Do you actually know what it used to be? But I did a little photo shoot here before Ellipsis, this sweet little cafe and restaurant, was put in. Back when I did my old profile pictures, we did a little photo shoot with the photographer named Anetta, and this was like my profile picture forever. I loved this shot so much, and we literally shot it right outside here, and then they turned this into this fabulous space. I think I vlogged the night where Dolce Vita was here and they hosted an event in here. It's like, it's so aesthetically perfect and so like Instagrammable, and it's just really pretty inside. And it's a cafe by day, restaurant by night, so amazing spot. Anyway, we just ran in there trying to take some video clips, and we're just like, because it's all glass and you just know that people are watching you and judging you, and I know it's important to try to not care, but also like I try not to be that person that just shamelessly is in the way of others when we're out in the world. The Sephora sale has officially begun, so we're gonna pop over to Sephora. I have quite a long list of things that I would like to get. I'm always curious as to like what's still in stock in store, or I just always assume that people like go crazy and buy everything day one, but it's simply not the case. So Dan has a few things, our shower needs a few things. Let's go see what's up. Some damage was done. I didn't have my full list, but it's okay because we still need to do our part 2 online for Everyday May goods. So whatever I'm missing, I'll get there, but the moolah was dropped. Good morning. Oh my gosh, you guys, I just woke up. And this is why I don't love uploading videos at night, but sometimes when we're late, it's just what has to be done. But I woke up, and this is a terrible habit of mine, but I immediately went to check the comments on the video, and I uploaded my, yes, Meryl. Anyway, I woke up and I was looking at the comments on the Sephora sale. And the first few comments were like, hello, you've tried the House Labs Glassy Hibiscus Blush. And I was like, no, not this again, not this again. This has happened to me before, where I just like, I think perhaps not everyone takes me seriously when I'm like, oh, I have no memory. Like, this is a very true thing. This has happened to me in the past, and Dan used to say that I should like keep an Excel spreadsheet of like all the products I use and my thoughts on them. And before I ever say I'm trying something new, I need to go and refer back to this Excel spreadsheet. And I'm like, well, we're gonna have to hire an assistant to do such a thing, because I do not have time to go back through my catalog of 13 years of videos to see what I've tried. But I just always make the joke being like, well, it's always new. And then someone wrote, someone wrote the exact video. They were like, you tried this in your color season video in November 2024. I'm like, do you know how many videos I just had to scroll back to find that? I know it's not that long ago. That's 2 Landmasses and an Everyday May. You know what I mean? Anyway, I have to click on this right now.
So the first very recommended blush that I saw on TikTok was the House Labs Color Fuse Glassy Blush Balm in the shade Glassy Hibiscus. Have I used these before? I don't know. I didn't think I've used this before, but it looked right up my alley. And
ugh, I'm so annoying. I don't even say what shade I'm using in the Lisa Eldridge skin tint, but I know that it was a deeper one. That is so funny. That is so funny, and I have to tell you exactly why that's so. Oh no! See, this is where I get like, I get such anxiety. Because to the people who referred back to that and remembered that, bless your heart. That's so funny, because I truly so deeply, like in my mind, hadn't tried Glassy Hibiscus, and I was like, I have to try this. You guys have been recommending it. And here's why this is important at this moment, and this video is going to be going up later, so you'll have already seen all of this, so I just need to tell you the tale of what happened. First of all, when I filmed that, actually all of my color analysis videos, I did 3 different color analysis videos. I got 3 different answers for each of them, and I also like had a tan. Like I've said, I've not been this pale, and I can't tell you how long. So you have to look at it from the lens of this pale train that we've been on, because it's all been new. Since then I filmed my like makeup collection purge. I've completely changed the way I've done my makeup. The colors are different. I'm using different colors of my bases. Even like in my House Labs foundation, I'm using a lighter shade. My Lisa Eldridge skin tint, I'm using a lighter shade. The Dior, I used to use 2N, now I'm using 0N. So So like the colors that I've been using have been completely different. I'm so sorry because this, yeah, I totally didn't remember. And the funniest part of this is that I have used and loved House Labs foundation endlessly. I think when I went to do like my makeup purge, I had four or five different shades. And people used to ask me like, oh, what shade do you like when you're pale? Oh, what shade do you like when you have a fake tan? I'm like, dude, I don't even know. I've got like 17 different shades here and I just like mix and match them. But House Labs reached out this year for the first time in years. Like the team reached out and they were like, hey, we'd love to have you do like an Instagram reel during the Sephora sale. And I sent it to my manager and I was like, oh, I'm so excited. What did I write? I literally responded with, oh my God, my dream brand. Like I was so excited because I've just used the House Labs foundation endlessly and they were like, we want you to feature the foundation. I was like, absolutely no problem. This is beautiful. I'm so excited. Yes. And then, you know, like there's always, it's kind of funny. I don't really talk about like the behind the scenes of things. That's certainly what like the managers and agents do more of. But as we were going back and forth with the brand, they're like, actually, can you feature a second House Labs product? And I was like, no, this is what I said. I was like, no problem. My community has been recommending that I try Glassy Hibiscus. I'll pick it up and test it. The color looks beautiful, blah, blah. That's what I wrote. Like fully not remembering at all that I had used it before, which is why this is so funny to me and why I'm like, oh my god, because I did buy it. I literally went and bought it. I swatched it, did like I did back then, watched a ton of videos, was like, this is the color. If you have pale skin, this is perfect. And it did look beautiful. And I filmed that little reel with my beloved foundation and also trying the Glassy Hibiscus, and that will now already be up. So now I'm reading these comments and I'm like, really? Thank you, brain. Oh, SOS. Like, had I recalled, I could have at least used different verbiage. Like, oh, like, gotta revisit this blush on this pale train that we're on, you know? I was like, no problem. I was already planning on picking it up and trying it for this whole, like, pale makeup series. This is perfect. So I did indeed scoot over to Sephora. I bought it, and I was, obviously my brain was like, I've never seen this blush before. Sorry, I just had to put that on Meryl because she's just here chilling. I have to say I'm sorry because that's mortifying and I don't even know how to spin that because it is just totally like LOL. This is the honest tale. It indeed has been recommended. It has been in the comments. You guys have been saying to try it since we've been talking about this pale makeup train. And so I did. Anyway, that's my tale. That's the little backstory, the LOL. And I understand that it's not that big of a deal, but I think that I always feel really, I feel really like anxious and whatever on the internet regardless. And I do try to be very aware of the things that I'm saying. And like, I'm so selective with the brands that I work with and the ads that I take on. So now I know that I'm gonna upload that reel tomorrow and those are gonna be the comments. And then like I already feel so badly that I forgot like this whole thing has happened and I'm like LOL. But then I was so excited that House Labs reached out. I love the foundation. I was like, no, I literally screamed. I was like, oh my god, House Labs, this is so exciting. And I just talked about my favorite product. This is so great. And they're gonna look at these comments and they're gonna be like, this girl's a dumbass. Oh, you know, it's just, I gotta work on this. I gotta take more creatine and do some brain games. Kikoranito.
Mix of a bit of everything.
Sorry, Lisa Eldred have posted her studio tour and I was like, oh, must watch. She's such a fabulous woman. Anyway, that's the blush. Like it's gorgeous. I haven't filmed and sat in here in so long, but this is where my computer often lives and this is where I take meetings and things. I've got 3 meetings today, back to back. It's a heavy call day today. And you know when you just finish like a day of calls and a day of meetings and you're like, oh, and it's night. The day hath left me. So that's gonna be today, but that's okay. I wanted to show you what I picked up. At the Sephora sale. There's a few other things that I want to pick up online, and then obviously I do my like giant order for all of our everyday May giveaways. So this is just my own restock. So obviously I bought the House Labs blush. LOL. All right, what do we have here? This one, actually Dan asked me to try. He was like, I've seen so many TikTok videos about this. I want you to try it. And it's the K18 Air Wash Dry Shampoo. This little guy right here. And I had actually just used up, funny enough, my Amika dry shampoo can. So I was like, okay. Dan was just like, babe, try it, buy it. I'm like, okay. So we'll see. This is also Dan's, the Necessaire deodorant gel. He loves this. You guys know how I feel personally about natural deodorant, but he got this. And he's kind of just on the train. He has all the flavors and scents of the Cyclar deodorant, and then this one as well. Got the eucalyptus body wash, which I love. My preferred scent is the Santal scent, but this is the only one that's in the big tub at Sephora Canada, so got this one. We were almost out of our body wash. I was like, this is an emergency. Also got 2 packs of the Rhode under eye patches because these are both me and Dan's favorites. They're so good and just, yeah, love. Very cute. Honestly, it is just like a for fun thing. I actually, you know what? I'm going to show you this after, but I'm going to show you the ones that I keep in the fridge just for like my every morning. This is more so like when we're traveling and wanting to be cute. And it's kind of just like one of those masking pampery moments, not out of necessity. Like I would never just buy this and be like, yes, it's going to promise and do magical things. No, it's totally for like, for fun, not out of necessity. Then I got a little mini of the Westman Atelier Face Trace Contour Stick in the shade Biscuit. I've had this before. It's just been some time, and I thought, again, just while we're on this little pale train, it would kind of be nice to revisit and see if this works. And I got the mini one just to try, just in case. And then I saw, I don't remember which scroll or which video it was, but someone saying that the Armani Luminous Silk highlighter in the shade 1, the white one, is beautiful again for fair skin. And I realized my great mistake. You guys, I should have vlogged this. I should have included it in my like monthly favorites as an unfavorite, because the reason why I bought this is I went to buy the Dior liquid highlighter in the lightest one too. They have a shade that looks just like this. And I had tried it the one day and it was so, guys, it was so bad as a face highlighter. Like I don't return, this is a fun fact for you. I don't return a lot of things because I feel a bit of guilt in a sense where like I love the option. Like if you try a product and you spend money on it and you try it and it doesn't work and you have the ability to return it, that's like one of the beautiful things about the Sephora return policy. I think that most people should obviously take advantage and get their money back if something doesn't work for them. But for me, when I'm like reviewing this is like a part of my job. So I don't typically return a lot of things once I've used them. I will just like give it to friends or family. But the Dior highlighter that I bought was so bad. I returned it after I used it. It literally put giant sparkles into all of my pores. It was crazy. I hadn't seen like a chunky highlightery product in a really long time. There's so many amazing highlighters that go on and just look like heavenly goo on the face, you know? So I decided to try this one in place of that to see if it would give the same vibe. And I'm really hoping, I swatched in the store and it didn't look like it had chunky bits at all. It's like very, very juicy, glowy and nice. Can you see that there? So I have high hopes for this one. So, sorry to the Dior one. And then I got my refill of the Merit Bespoke lip liner, which I just couldn't believe we used a whole one. She was an empty. Oh, you know it's love. And then a few of you in the discussion of the Merit Bespoke lip liner and the blush, you guys were like, hello, there's also a lipstick. And I was like, say less. So I got the Signature Lip lightweight satin lipstick. I think they had other versions too. And now that I'm thinking about it, I kind of just like zoned in right to the Bespoke lipstick, but I think they might have matte ones as well. But here's the Bespoke lipstick. Oh, wow. When I swatched it, it looked so pretty. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Shall we just try it on right now? Yep, I feel like this is the move. This is the move for us, fair folk. We just need a little bit of color, a little bit of something. I don't know if I've ever tried a Merit lipstick before, but clearly my memory can't be trusted. So at this exact moment in time, it's new, but thank you guys for the rec. And that's my haul. That's all I got. I still need to order the like shampoo refill. I want to get the Necessaire Rosemary shampoo. They didn't have the big bottles in store. I don't know if they're online. If they're not, I'll just order them from the Necessaire website. And then also the body cream is only online and or on their website. So I need to get that as well. But that's my little haul. That's my Sephora sale haul. Sorry I had the light on in there because it's so dark outside. Just pouring a miserable day, but that's okay. I just wanted to bring you into the kitchen to show you guys the under eye patches that I got in here because we picked them up from Costco and they came in a 2-pack. And then I proceeded to see them at a few of the different like K-beauty stores and I was like, hell yeah. Oh my gosh, speaking of that, actually Sephora with their whole like combination incoming with Olive Young, they have like a massive K-beauty section. They had the Fui products. Holt Renfrew has a huge K-beauty section. Costco has the K-beauty section. Like it's taking over. I'm excited. And the products, like from what I've seen for the most part, are all much more affordable. than a lot of the other products that have been available to us, which is great. So anyway, it's this Abib collagen eye patch. It came in a pack of 2, and kind of like the Glow Recipe toner pads conversation, there's like a lot of liquid in here. There's a lot of product. I'm gonna put you in the fridge. New angle unlocked, though it might start beeping at us. Yeah, I keep these. Oh, you can't really tell. I don't wanna like pour it over, but they're like soaked. These are like wet eye patches, which is great. And these are the ones that we keep in here just in the morning when we're waking up at 4:45 to go drive 12,000 years to go to the gym and play tennis. Just having that like cold wake me up. You could literally splash your face with cold water, okay? It's nice. But because this one's like so soaked with product and you dab it in after, I do feel like that one's hydrating. So I just wanted to put an asterisk. We bought the Rode ones because we love them and they're like fun to have when we're traveling. I wouldn't travel with those ones, but these are the ones that we keep in our fridge to keep them nice and cold for that like morning boost. Hello from future me. We're having a little bit of vlogception right now because I failed to film an outro. I didn't end this vlog, but you've seen, I've been blabbing long enough in this video. You don't need to see any more blabs, but here's a sneak peek of future me in a future video, and thanks so much for being here and for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's vlog. I fear I've just noticed that a zit hath grown over this last little while. Isn't that excellent? Okay, see you next time. Thanks for watching.